Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. On the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
A long way to go for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Flanagan. Pulls it in. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Gentry. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Ware. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Syracuse doing business in the red zone.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Lasso.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete on the shuffle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Wants to fire on second down. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The ball back and ready to go to work. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. He slings it deep to the left. Grabs it inside the 10. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
On the ready. Jackrabbit.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Set.
looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Buys a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And the old school toss play, huh? They will just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. You could tell. Just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Flanagan. Throws to the tight end. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. Breaking into the top 15 just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Mustangs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Under fire. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the right. Oh, better look out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Took care of it himself. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Leaves it with the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of...
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now improvising. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Flanagan. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Looking down the middle. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cuse! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We've got you covered in this gigantic top 5 matchup, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. It's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the catch inside his 40, and the returner is stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. Ready?
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
221 wing. 221 wing.
The offense changing the play.
Run. Okay, break.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Boy makes the catch. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. All down, but they'll move the stick. He picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, SMU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas A&M. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work.
Timeout, SMU.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets it out quickly. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the air, it's Flanagan. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown Orange! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff to the single running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Mustangs enter the final minute with the lead. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense